Yeah, I think one of the things is, everybody at Zendesk comes out of the box with one sandbox, right? So
Hmm.
there are a couple ways that my larger enterprise customers manage this. First, most of them have two, if not three sandboxes that they use. So they're able to completely replicate it, but they're also able to have this like bubble for training so that
Hmm.
we're not
Oh,
pushing
perfect.
development, we're not colliding as we develop because often programs are running in parallel and we don't want to be colliding. So we're able to build our own solutions or their own solutions here, test them together here. And then when we're happy at a medium, we're in the third sandbox, we're training the users. We're using that as an environment that can immediately adopt the changes that are made both within the sandbox and within production. So one thing
Hmm.
that I'll say, there are small changes that can happen within Zendesk that don't necessarily need to happen in a sandbox, right? If you're making a new group, for example, probably don't have to test that new group out entirely, right? But you want to make sure that that new group is available in the dev, in the QA and
Hmm.
testing, and in the training sandbox. You want to make sure that we're mirroring back and forth. Or
Hmm.
maybe in the training sandbox, you have that perfect mirror, that perfect replica. And for training purposes, you've added a new group. You've added this
Right.
person to the group and they've passed training. Passing those details back over is incredibly valuable. And one of the things about the drift as well that I'll say is that as we continue to develop upon it, there are going to be these folks that come in and make changes and yeah. You want to make sure that you maintain the documentation on your architecture. So you're able to see all the change logs. You're able to make sure that when you're looking at your training sandbox, back over to your testing, back over to your development, that we understand what version it is,
Hmm.
what set of features have been deployed, what we're testing, what's on, what's off. And so we're able to also see that whole picture um, within the logs and the documentation provided by Salto, which has been a relief for some
Hmm.
of my more technical admins who prefer to do the fun work, not
Yeah.
perhaps the busy work.
Yeah. And I like how you say that they can focus on the fun work and not the busy work. Um,
Yeah, and they're able to innovate. I
mhm.
mean, they want to be innovative. They want to do the cool things. They want to stay at the leading edge here. And in order to do so, you've got to be able to try new things, to move fast and break things. But
Yep.
you cannot move fast and break things in production.
No.
That just does not work. You wouldn't do that for whatever you're selling or offering to your customers live in production, right? If you're a software solution, you're not going to just launch and dev and launch in your production. If you're a retailer, you're not going to try out a brand new version of shoes that are sewn differently, whatever it is, straight to production. You're going to test them. You're going to check them out. You're going to do some research on them. And that's really what we've got to do here in order to innovate, to be at the leading edge. You've got to have that process in place. You've got to be able to continuously align, scale, and then move it forward. And that's what my best customers, my most successful customers, the ones who have seen the most value in Zendesk do because they're able to stay on the leading edge. They're able to do it efficiently and with stability.